So yeah, what's good, Chipmunk? We see you. What is it you're actually doing with regards to Def Jam Rapstar then?
Besides playing the game, the competition. You know, there's a competition for children in schools to submit bars. Yeah, bars. To me, that when we get to the last 10, we're gonna I want to personally pick a winner and go down to their school and just, you know, have some bonding time. So it should be good.
Okay. So what kind of time period are we looking at in terms of doing this? You know,
I think that's within the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
So that should be good. Yeah.
So I mean, like, how much of Def Jam Rapstar have you had a chance to play right now?
Every time I've come to promo it, if I'm honest, you know, it's just been a good three times. Yeah. And
aside from obviously your own tracks on the track list, what tracks are you feeling
21
stand
seconds.
Out? 21 seconds, yeah.
Yeah.
Grimy. Okay.
21 seconds. Proper.
Anything rap related or?
Kanye.
Yeah. Gold Digger.
Stronger.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I mean, would you say you're much of a gamer, or would you?
If I'm honest, at the moment, no. But you know, the game's out now, so that might change. I must say, like, honestly, this has been the first PlayStation game that I've played in a while and thought this is kind of fun.
Okay. What, you're a PS3 man then?
If I swear to you, when I was a PS man, it was grey. Now it's black. You know what I mean? So it's been a while, but this is the first game that I've played and I've actually got into it, and then had to, like, not check myself, like, rah, you're into a game again. Kind of felt good. I got my childhood back.
So what, you just skipped PlayStation 2, just went from 1 to 3 with this then?
Everything happened. I became this chipmunk guy, and then time kind of became of the minimum.
So I mean, obviously, with Def Jam Rapstar, there's a lot of talk about even downloadable content, like what kind of new tracks could be coming in, like anything you'd like to see show up on the track listing that isn't already there. Yeah,
when it comes out, my new song with Chris Brown, I think that'll be a good one for the game. Yeah,
champion. In fact, saying that, I mean, obviously it's been floating around on YouTube at the minute, but
that's not the finished version.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, you're talking about what Chris Brown's got a verse on there now. Or?
Yeah, he's been had a verse on there, you know, but that was just an edit that leaked. I'm not sure who or why it leaked, but it's the unfinished version basically. So we're pressing on to get the finished version mixed up and just go to radio with it as soon as possible.
Okay. And what, looking at to be the second single of the transition?
The next single, yeah, which is the second single.
Okay, cool. And any kind of idea in terms of when we'd be seeing transition dropping, or?
Yeah, first quarter next year, so February, March times, I reckon.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I mean, aside from that,
can I just ask, what's the angle on the new album on Transition?
The angle is like, well, you've heard Flying High, and I don't know if you've heard the leak of Champion, but it's about, for me, it was just about showing growth and, you know, developing as an artist and reflecting my life and how I've changed and how since, you know, the day I released my first album and whatever's happened, because, you know, when I made my first album, I wasn't in the situation I am in now, so it was literally what it was. But this album, I just wanted to show growth, change, and for it to have a general sound instead of, you know, singles in one direction, album tracks in another, do an F64 that way. I just wanted to merge all the different reasons why people are into Chipmunk, into, you know, my singles as well as my album tracks. So as a body of work, when you listen from start to finish, you're gonna say, like, nah man, like, it's not like the singles are this level and then the album tracks are just whatever. It's like everything's took serious time for, and there's more big surprises to come that hopefully won't get leaked. So yeah.
How do you feel about leaks then? Because obviously, like, the internet's, I'd say, is pretty important. Promotional vehicle, but
that leak was pretty crushing. You know what I mean? Because obviously, I didn't feel like people had written me off, but the music until I released Flying High, the music that had been representing me was music that I wrote when I was 16, turning 17 years old. When, you know, the norm to me was school, was college. Music was like the part-time thing. Now it's like life in the fast lane. All I know is airplanes. So it's like, now that they're getting the music, like, I'm happy. It's like, you know, since Flying High and, you know, doing Game Over and Power 2011, oh, you're back. But in my head, I didn't go anywhere. But you know what I mean? I'm just happy that now I've got music which is of the time to represent me to the public, because until all that came out, it's 2011 and other people got new music out and doing new things, and you know, it's being compared to, you know, my music that I made when I was 16, 17 years old, and the public's so fickle because you know, you still hear Oopsie Daisy to this day playing in the X Factor adverts. You don't have a clue when I wrote that song, you know what I mean, ages ago. So I'm like, it's still doing well, which is a beautiful thing, and I wouldn't change a thing from the past. But now it's like, it's the end of 2010 going into 2011. I want my music that is out to be of the time, you know. So yeah.
Okay, so with your appearances on last question.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, with your appearances on Power and Game Over, what's your approach to grime now?
My approach to grime now is the same approach that I've been had. If I like a beat, I'll go on it. It's that simple with me. Like I said, I think my versatility has been a reason why the ignorant take shots. But I'm like, take away me, who you have, there's no one to throw stones at. So I'm just like, let the games begin, you know. I'll put different flows on different tracks. Sometimes I might be laid back and super cool. Sometimes I might give them that drive, aggression that they want to hear. But it's everything I'm doing from now is what I want to do. It's like 100% what I want to do. What happened to me before was that I fell into a trap of trying to please everyone. Hence why I would do, you know, an F64 and shut it down, and do a mixtape with Wretch 32 and shut it down, and then say to myself, alright, cool, Chip, I want to make a pop song, cool, and shut it down. Just bearing in mind that loads of people like me for different things. Now it's like, okay, Chip, you've done that. Do you know what I mean? You're part of the reason why the UK scene has been able to step forward. Now it's time. Okay, so you killed the underground, you killed the overground, because I feel like a lot of people forget that I came through with a buzz. Do you know what I mean? It's like, everyone, who are you? Whoa, 1 million views. Like, how old is he? What school does he go? Do you know what I mean? And then a song with N-Dubs, then a song with Jay Sean. I had like 10 videos on channel U at the time at once. It's like, where this kid come from? You know what I mean? Then Chip Diddy Chip, independently, number 21. Okay, right, they want to buy his music. Okay, he got signed when it wasn't the norm, because the country was doing well as a music scene. Do you know what I mean? So now it's time for me to just, I hate to say it so bluntly, but just do what the hell I like, man. Just have fun and just give the public my music and try and take my audience that I've created already with me and try and capture some new ones on the way. So stay tuned for Transition, the album.
Okay. Just a quick one. Very last question, yeah.
Cool.
Favorite game of all time?
Favorite game of all time? It's gotta be Street Fighter, man. Yeah, Street Fighter is dope, man. Street Fighter. Yeah.
Thanks.
Cool.